Okay, so like I kind of alluded to before we left for the break, the next portion of stream here is going to be planning for the Elite Four battles that we have coming up. So I guess for those that don't know, the Elite Four are Will, Koga, Bruno, and Karen. And then after I battled all four of them, I have to battle Lance. And then after I get through Lance, we're officially on the Kanto. I am able to heal between the battles, but I obviously have to bring all six. I have to bring 6 things that can beat everything. So the easiest way to do that would be to ideally just solo everything. I don't know if that's possible for me to do. I'm about 99.9% sure Spiritomb is going to be an Elite Fourmon, so let's just go ahead and leave it in the party and then box everything else. Okay, because we're looking for stuff that can deal with ideally one and or multiple of the Elite Four at once. Okay, so already we're at a little bit of an awkward spot with this Jinx specifically, because I can't really Sucker Punch it because it could just go for a Lovely Kiss, and honestly, given this game, I'm pretty sure Jinx actually likes to go for Lovely Kiss first, which would mean that it would theoretically be better for me to Shadow Sneak twice, but I don't think I can take 2 Ice Beams from Jinx. So let's look in the box and see if there's anything that can handle this Jinx. So this is the first... As the first thing on this roster that I already see Spiritomb not being able to handle super well. Magneton with a Choppleberry can handle Jinx. And honestly, actually matches up well individually with everything else on... I'm not exactly sure how to build for an Elite Four. I've only had to do it once. So let's pull out Magneton. If I can get this thing Thunderbolt, Flash Cannon, Thunder Wave even maybe, and then something for the 4th move, I think that might actually help. I can give it a Choppleberry, and then it should be able to handle Jinx's Focus Blast, question mark? Yeah, it's only 5. Okay.
So ice cream? I love
So then that would bring in probably Soul Rock because it has Earthquake.
We won our first case, Lady Face.
Soul Rock has Edgequake, which is really hard to switch into. Notoriously difficult to switch into, even. I think these 4 give me pivots for Will. Surf Slowbro is a little scary. But I guess I could use Dragonite more defensively in this battle. Okay. With 123 attack, it's a guaranteed Oko with Shadow Sneak if I have a choice band. And I have 114, so... Scarf Mamoswine again kind of goes in on this. I'll probably Scarf Mamoswine. I need something to deal with Venomoth, because Venomoth was Bug Psychic in this game. And currently a Bug Psychic type kind of wrecks me. I guess I could probably just lead Spirit. Well, no, because if I had Sleep Powders, then I'm kind of super fucked. And I don't want to take a Bug Buzz. I should probably have a Flying type for Bruno anyway, so either one of Rotom or Charizard makes sense to bring here. I already have an Electric type and a Flying type though, so doubling up on that doesn't make sense. So Charizard actually might be worth bringing again. We'll slot in Charizard for now as the 5th one. How fast is Venomoth? Actually, let's not just calc this, let's actually make sure, because there are some changes to this. How fast is Venomoth? And special attack got buffed. It has poison heal. Jesus Christ, Venomoth, calm down, dude. It's not that serious. Venomoth has base 90 speed? Okay, so important speed calc then. How fast is a timid? Level 55. Level 53. 127. How fast is our Charizard? 133.
Let's see. Well, can you contact the spirit then? We can just ask her who killed her.
Okay. So Venomoth's dealt with the flamethrower. That probably baits in the Muck next, who has Rock Slide. Rock Slide, I switch in. I can probably actually switch in Magneton on it, or Magnezone on it, honestly. Because then, actually, if I switch in on a Rock Slide specifically, and like I know for a fact it's going for Rock Slide, I can kind of just stay in and just keep poking away at this thing, because it's either going to have to substitute, which I should be able to break with a Thunderbolt fairly easily, or it's going to try to Focus Punch, which it needs to have me not attack it in order to be able to do. Okay. And if that doesn't work, I can switch into Spiritomb. Hope you're doing well, Splee. Tentacruel. Swords Dance, Poison Jab, Waterfall, and Protect. If I were to add, like, Politoed or something, that does help me against the random, like, water coverage throughout this. And would bait Poison Jab. But then I'm, like, switching around and potentially risking it just Swords Dancing on me, and I don't really want to get swept by Tentacruel. Because honestly, Tentacruel is pretty fast. I should actually probably check this. How fast is Tentacruel? Okay. So now I outspeed the Tentacruel and can guarantee just obliterate it with a Choice Scarf Earthquake, which is nice. I don't really have a backup for that though, which is a little sketch. Currently, I don't actually have a plan for this Dragonite, but I feel like Dragonite's going to be pretty important in the back half. So this might be where I add in the 6th support here. Starmie? Starmie might not be bad here. Starmie gives me good coverage and also actually helps me deal with Bruno. I think Starmie is the last mon here. And I still have Psychic, Recovery, and Substitute on this thing? Okay.
Sorry, don't I know you from somewhere? Wait, you're that Butts guy, aren't you? No.
Aura Sphere's interesting.
I guess I got the wrong name, Mr. Right. Sorry about that. That Butts guy, he was a killer. And you're no killer, right? He was proven innocent.
Let's teach it over Substitute for right now because Substitute's a TM.
Gumshoe, wasn't it? Did Gumshoe? Right, hang on. That's a detective to the trial. Sorry, pal, but this is one trial you aren't gonna win. Why do you say that? Because it's about prosecutor Edgeworth on the prosecution. Wait, is that the one y'all were talking about? Edgeworth?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure you know what that means, you being a lawyer and all. In old-timey slang. Oh, like when they were a private eye? Why, because the dick has an eye? Staring at you? Just coming right at you? Staring right at your face? Sorry for that. There's an arm. Vault. Alright, Prosecutor Edgeworth.
I'm gonna probably end up teaching it over... I'm gonna probably end up teaching Dragon Claw over this anyway, but I would like to have Roost at least going into the Elite Four, because there's a possibility that I basically run Extreme Speed, Dragon Dance, Wing Attack, Roost, leading up to the champion, and then after I get into the Elite Four, or after I beat the Elite Four and I'm going into the champion, teach over Roost for Dragon Claw, so I have that extra coverage.
Better not encourage her. Or, you know that thing that occurred,
okay, did Mighty Anna change? Mighty Anna has 105 base attack, which is actually pretty strong, honestly, and 80 speed. Okay. Lucario versus Mighty Anna. Level 55. I would be giving Lucario probably choice specs in this battle, so I could just choice specs Aura Sphere stuff. Aura Sphere is a guaranteed kill against Mighty Anna. Wouldn't kill Spiritomb, who would be able to go for like a Silver Wind or something, which would be a little awkward. Or a Nasty Plot, honestly. Spiritomb's a little bit of a problem. So now Starmie should be able to OHKO Houndoom. Does Houndoom have any random buffs? It has Intimidate, but it doesn't have any like stat buffs or anything. Okay. So Starmie should be able to... What was the situation where I would be switching in Starmie against Houndoom? Where I had killed Honchkrow with Magneton, which would bait in Houndoom, right? Okay. And then Houndoom going down with Starmie coming in would be really anything left at that point. Realistically, it would probably be Absol? I think it would be Absol. Absol has Sucker Punch, Height, Psycho Cut, Mega Horn, and Thunder Wave. So there I would just switch into Dragonite. Who could be holding a Lumberry in this battle. do a little bit of damage. So the only thing that sucks about this specific strat is that... Oh, well, no, actually, that wouldn't matter. I was going to say the only thing that would really suck about the specific strat is Umbreon could potentially get late-game double teams up against me. But if I'm using Aura Sphere never misses, so that's actually completely irrelevant. Okay. I'm going to have to pivot, and Karen's going to be scary, but I think I have a team for it. I'm just going to have to play that battle. Karen's going to be the scariest battle of the Elite Four, I think. Unless I'm underestimating Will, which is possible, I guess. Bruno should just be a Dragonite sweep. Koga, I have enough answers for throughout the team that it should be okay. How are we looking against Lance? Lance has... Do I have this stock up? Yeah, I do. Okay. So Lance has Gyarados, Garchomp, Aerodactyl, Charizard, and 2 Dragonites. The level 56 one is special, and the level 61 is physical.
What do we have here?
So, leading against Gyarados...
That's how they knew to meet there.
Okay, so... If I were to lead Gyarados, or if I were to lead Magneton versus Gyarados, I would absolutely be going for an Earthquake, which...
I got started pretty late. I am log here, so it's okay.
So actually, I could pivot between Magnezone, Dragonite, and even maybe switch to Lucario Dragonite if I need to tank Stone Edges better. And then once it's stalled out of all of that, I think I could probably just sweep with Dragonite. Okay, Lance was looking scary, but now that I see that this Gyarados... Well, okay, Aqua Tail's still gonna hurt. So maybe that won't work super well. But it is resisted. How much is an Aqua Tail? Instead of just guessing this, why don't I just calculate? How much is an Aqua Tail actually gonna do to a relatively offensive, we'll say pretty weak Dragonite? We'll even make it the worst case scenario for defense. It would actually be level 60. In the absolute worst case scenario, Waterfall would have a 41.5 chance to 4-hit KO. And then if I were to give... It's still the ping. It's the same ping. Yep. If I were to give it leftovers, it'd be a possible 5-hit KO. And honestly, I would probably just leave Dragonite in at that point to do the damage that it's going to do with Dragon Claws and stuff. Level up to +6. Okay. If Dragonite goes down, what is my backup option for Lance? Because I can't just assume that it's going to be a sweep here. I think it will be if I play it correctly. But there is chance for it not to be. So I have Mamoswine, which I could just run with a Choice Band in the back for picking off pretty much everything on this team, honestly. What is your moveset again? Ice Shard, Ice Fang, Strength, and Earthquake. Okay, so let's look at movesets here real quick. Of everything on this team, I don't really see myself Will-O-Wisping anything. But I also don't really know what I would replace that with, except maybe Hypnosis. And I feel like I would rather have Will-O-Wisp for the physical attackers throughout this if things get weird. Because really the only things I wouldn't want to Will-O-Wisp in this are Bruno, and I think Bruno should be pretty well handled by Dragonite. Let's look at our Will stuff again with this team. I could potentially teach Shadow Ball to Starmie. Or I just teach it Surf. Is looking through the Elite Four, what even resists Surf? Jinx is immune to it, Slowbros resists it, Tentacruel resists it, Toxicroak's immune to it. And then Champion, basically. So I could go Ice Beam, Psychic, Recover, Aura Sphere, and then basically switch Ice Beam for Substitute throughout the Elite Four as needed. Help too, but I have to be careful because I'm pretty sure Lunatone and Solrock are buffed in this game, right? Yeah, Lunatone has base 115 special attack, and Solrock has base 115 attack. How fast are they? I know they're not like super fast, but base 70. And then Magnezone would be base 60. So we have pretty good Elite Four prep, I would say, all things considered. So starting off against Karen is going to be actually probably the hardest battle, because we're going to be leading Magneton against her Jinx. Or, sorry, against Will. Will leads a Jinx with Ice Beam, Psychic, Focus Blast, and Lovely Kiss. So we're going to have to assume that's going to go for a Focus Blast against this, and then pivot into Spiritomb. Spiritom's Choice Banded Shadow Sneak is a kill against Jinx. And then I kind of pivot between either Spiritomb staying in Shadow Sneaking stuff, Starmie resisting and going for just Ice Beams and stuff against general neutral coverage. Mamoswine's probably not going to be terribly helpful in this fight, but you know what? I can actually kind of come in against at least a Xatu and do something. Heat Wave is a little scary, and Xatu definitely outspeeds, but most of this fight is going to be between Magneton and Spiritomb here, and everything else can be used as a pivot to get in, but Will should be mostly handled by a combination of Spiritomb and Magneton pivoting back and forth. Magneton also outspeeds and OHKOs both Lunatone and Solrock with Flash Cannon, even though it's like one of the worst Magnetons possible and it's like 0 special attack and also not a helpful ability, but that's fine, it'll still work pretty well for here. Then next is Koga. Koga was going to be dealt with by a Charizard, but I had to squeeze Charizard off the team because Charizard was like the 7th one here. So I'm going to have a Lumberry Dragonite instead. So Dragonite should be able to just 2-hit KO with Wing Attack. And then not get put to sleep by Sleep Powder, basically is the plan there. Dragonite does not take hits super well, but I needed to basically just do a little bit of damage so I can potentially pick it off with Spiritomb. And shouldn't really be needing Dragonite through the fight for most of the other stuff outside of Crobat. So we should be fine with that. I am assuming, though, because Muck has Rock Slide, that would be the thing that comes in next, because Rock Slide's super effective. And Dragonite's typing makes it pretty hard to hit with everything else. If Crobat were to come in directly, then I would just probably pivot into Magneton again. And then probably back to Dragonite on the Heat Wave, or potentially even into the Starmie then at that point. There's a couple of pivot points throughout this battle that I'm not 100% sure on, honestly. Like, I have a general idea of how I think the battle should be going, but I definitely need to keep Dragonite safe, because Dragonite is extremely important against Bruno and could potentially sweep against the champion as well. Bruno should be just a sweep with his Dragonite, because I should just be able to set up the +6 against the Hitmontop and then just wing attack everything. The only flaw in that plan is if Bruno decides to switch out, which I don't think he will, just because he takes super effective damage from everything. And I believe the only time the AI switches is if it can switch into an immunity from an attack that you just used. So it actually happened in the Bread battle where he switched out his Feraligatr when I was spamming Superpower into Gengar because he could switch into an immunity. And since nothing on Bruno's team is actually immune to flying types, it should be fine. I guess the only other very niche situation is if it just starts spamming high jump kick and either misses and kills itself too fast before I set up all the way, or if it just starts doing a ton of damage with high jump kick and I have to try to like do a roost stall strat. But I think it should, based on what I know about the AI, basically just try to go for a fake out, fail because I have enter focus, and then just freak out and spam counter or sucker punch non-stop. I don't mind taking a sucker punch, especially if I'm at pretty high health, but the plan is basically to set up past it really mattering for the rest of the mons in the team. Karen is the Elite Four member that I'm most scared of, honestly. I will be needing to lead Magnezone that battle, so I have a Voltaic Ore that I'm holding on to until probably after Will, honestly, because it doesn't really make sense to have Magneton through the other fights, I don't think. I'll confirm that before I go in, so note to future self, make sure I don't need the extra speed from Magneton before I evolve it into Magnezone, but I'm pretty sure I only need the speed. What? Okay. I should be good to wrap up. No, it's okay. That's fine. That should wrap up perfectly fine, honestly. And then once my Deanna's gone, I basically need to get Lucario in against not a coverage move against this team and break it with Aura Sphere. Spiritomb is a little troublesome, so I think I'm going to have to potentially deal with that through a combination of either Magnezone, my own Spiritomb, or Dragonite. I need to keep Lucario healthy for the Umbreon and the Houndoom. Lucario just completely walls that Umbreon, and it's very important that I wall that Umbreon, because otherwise that Umbreon could potentially just swoop me. But since I have Aura Sphere, I don't even really care if it gets up to +6 in evasion. I just need to keep Lucario healthy enough to be able to switch in and kill it in time. And then finally we have the champion battle, Lance. Hopefully at this point I will have everyone up to level 60. I'm entering the first round of Elite Four at level 55, and then whatever levels I pick up throughout is just whatever levels I pick up throughout. And then I will up the level cap before the champion to level 60. So everything on my team that's not level 60 by that point will be level 60. And with that little bit of extra bulk from level 56 to level 60, assuming everything goes well, I should be able to pivot between Magneton and Dragonite on this Gyarados, which has Earthquake, Stone Edge, Aqua Tail, and Payback, and basically stall it out of EQs and Stone Edges to the point where I can just set up with Dragonite and sweep, or at least set up with Dragonite and Wall Break, and then clean up with Starmie will have Ice Beam, Choice Band and Mamoswine in that battle will have Ice Shard to clean up. If Dragonite goes down, it'll be a little awkward because it'll be a little ground weak at that point. So I might end up confirming that I outspeed everything on the team, and just make sure that I have backup for it. I may also teach Starmie Surf in that fight, because Surf hits Arrow and Charizard pretty well. And if I'm not able to set up with Dragonite, I don't have a ton of answers for that, so just note to feed yourself, teach Surf.
Break before you leave me?
Yeah.
That's what that.
Yeah, that's fine. Do you want to back out so I can actually pop in?
Yes, okay. Really quick, we're gonna back out so that Sio...
So, I think I have a pretty good plan for all of this. I think that's all I really need. I have backup stuff planned as well earlier in the VOD if I need that, so I'll just kind of go back and watch it. But this will probably wrap up the Elite Four prep. I still need to pick up Earthquake throughout the Elite Four run, and then I need to get the Switch stuff. Sorry. Let me just actually.
Why don't we just take a quick break?
Yeah, we're just gonna take a quick break. All right, we're going in. Well, if we need to take a break in the middle of it, we can, but I just need to get this first battle out of the way because I'm very nervous. Okay. Spiritomb, Magneton, Starmie, Mamoswine, Dragonite, and Lucario. We have a very strong team, but I'm very nervous because the Elite Four is terrifying. Our level cap now is officially level 60, but I can't raise any of my Pokemon and stuff until after this Will battle. So Will is going to be pretty hard. Yo, look at those graphics. Holy shit. Okay. So Will's Jinx is actually, thankfully, the easiest thing for us to deal with here, because Choice Band Shadow Sneak is just a guaranteed OHKO here. So let me make sure that I am a clicking Shadow Sneak.
Yeah, I know Signal. Wow, I am so shocked. Is there like any way to make this not be like this?
I'm not really sure, honestly. I don't know why it's doing this lately.
Why are you turning on the TV? No.
Oh, okay. I turned it off. So Lunatone came in first, huh? That's interesting. Does Shadow Sneak 2-hit KO from here? I don't think it does, right? Okay, let me check something really quick. My special attack is 140. Okay, so Ice Beam is higher base power than Earth power. Can I tank an Earth power? No, I cannot. Silly. Okay, so I wasn't expecting Lunatone to come in first here. Let me explain why I'm kind of in a weird spot here. Lunatone has Psychic, Ice Beam, Earth Power, and Charge Beam. And ideally, I would like to have my Magneton in right now, because Magneton is able to OHKO with Flash Cannon. But I cannot switch into an Earth Power. So, the problem is if I switch into Dragonite, I'm either trying to predict Ice Beam or Earth Power, and I have a 4x weakness to both of those right now. I could pivot Mamo here, because Mamo's neutral to everything, and then pivot Magneton after that on the Psychic. I think that sounds better. Well, no, because Ice Beam's neutral too. Okay, better play. I switch Starmie in on the Ice Beam or Earth Power, which would bait Earth Power because Ice Beam and Psychic are resisted, which would then allow me to pivot into Dragonite and then into Magneton from there. I think that's the best play. Shadow Sneak is a roll, but it's not a very good roll in my favor, and if I get Spiritomb frozen, it's a little awkward.
Which bun am I?
The third one. Celestial Resort bun. Okay, I figured it was going to be Ice Beam, but I didn't want to pivot straight into Magnezone on that, because that would have been a little rough. So now it shouldn't be going for Ice Beam and should be going for Earth Power. Charge Beam, okay. Getting the boost would be a little awkward here, which is in its favor. Thankfully, it didn't get it. It should be going for either Ice Beam or Psychic now. I guess I'm still technically switching Magnezone in on a risky hit here. Just please don't freeze. Fuck! Okay, so now things are super fucking awkward. That was a 10% chance I really needed to not have happen. What does Sucker Punch do here, actually? Hold on. Maybe this isn't the end of the world. Let me just calm down. Calm down. With 123 attack, Sucker Punch is a roll to kill. But I have 128. It's an 81.3% chance to OHKO. But I would guaranteed be switching in on an Earth Power now, which I think is my best shot.
Yeah, I'll take some help on this since I'm clearly like in the middle of this and I don't remember.
Shadow Sneak is also a guaranteed 2-hit KO, and I dodged the heal that way. But I think Sucker Punch is better. Alright, wouldn't be an Elite Four run without a ton of drama already. That freeze really fucked things up because that was supposed to handle Solrock and Lunatone.
Continuously, no, I really appreciate it.
Yeah, I'm risking a crit here, which isn't great. But I'm kind of on the back foot already. Just get this roll, please.
Oh, I remember what it was. I needed to
That's a
be
big
on the
roll.
bottom of the screen because all of these text boxes were getting covered and I was at the top. I'm like, you should be exit now. That means boy.
Okay. Xatu's in already. Xatu has Heat Wave, Air Cutters, Psychic, and Thunder Wave. I think I'm gonna have to switch out because I don't want to risk getting Thunder Waved. But Sucker Punch is a 93.8% chance to OHKO. Okay, let me think through here. I'm leaning towards staying in and Sucker Punching here.
Yeah.
But let's assume that it's gonna go for a Heat Wave,
Not put as many as I put there.
because that's a lot of damage. Air Cutter's also a lot of damage.
It already existed.
I
can't.
If Dragonite gets paralyzed, that's not really the end of the world. If Xatu or if Starmie gets paralyzed, that's a little more awkward. So I think I pivot through Dragonite on a potential Thunder Wave, and then into Starmie on the Psychic or Air Cutter. Kez with the raid. How's it going, everyone? I'm Sio. Bun is working through her first playthrough of Celeste, and we are working through a very tense gym or Elite Four run. We were supposed to have Magneton available, but it got frozen on the first possible ice beam that it could have landed in, so we are pivoting around now. Thank you for the shout-outs. How's it going, everyone?
My shirt! My shirt! In the game!
Okay, so I kind of actually wanted this to Thunder Wave me. Can I take a Psychic from here?
Just like in the game, right? That's what I'm saying.
Okay, Extreme Speed does 35 to 41. I think that would actually put it in range of dying to Starmie Thunderbolt after. Because I don't think Starmie's Oko. Yeah, it's okay. So I'm gonna go for the E-Speed. How many Elite Four trainer? This is the first Elite Four. So we have a lot of battling to do.
Okay, he says we can get out of here until next round. The old dudes.
Okay, that's good chip damage, and we got the Thunder Wave, which is absolutely perfect. Okay, so it's weird that I'm like praising being Thunder Waved here, but now Xatu will not go for the Thunder Wave, which means that I can get a switch into Starmie without being paralyzed. It could go for a Psychic here, it could go for a Heat Wave, both of which I resist, which is fine. And I now am able to kill... That Spadef drop kind of sucks. I was potentially going to recover on this, but now I'm just going to go for the kill and take it. Okay. Xatu's a little sketch because it also had a Citrus Berry, so if I got down low, it was pretty much recovering most of that health back. Solrock is in now. Solrock has Zen Headbutt, Stone Edge, Earthquake, and Embargo. So I'm going to assume that the Stone Edge is coming in right now. Because that's the most damage that it could do. Am I safe to pivot through Lucario on a Stone Edge or two? You know the thing that really sucks? If I would have also taught Flash Cannon to Lucario, I would have actually been in a pretty good spot here. But because I was so heavily reliant on Magneton, and I didn't really think of Magneton getting frozen on the Ice Beam switching until it like happened, we are in a little bit of a weird spot. Dark Pulse is a 2-hit KO. But I need to trust my gut and assume this thing's going for Stone Edge here. It going for Earthquake would be pretty awkward. Okay. It should do like 30% even with a crit. That's a crit. Okay. So it's one Stone Edge.
Like, I think I tried to play this for a minute before I...
One Earthquake. Alright. 2 times effective.
God damn it. Oh.
Okay. Stone Edge number 4. And finally, Stone Edge number 5. Okay. It's also gone for 5 Earthquakes. Do I just stall it out completely at this point? Okay, so what I do is I pivot Dragonite one more time, and then I pivot Spiritomb on the Zen Headbutt, I believe. And that's 6. So now that it's out of Stone Edges, it should be going for Zen Headbutt, which Spiritomb's immune to. Embargo, that's fine. It has to go for Earthquake.
So much.
Once it's out of Earthquake, Spiritom's good to just switch back in. We can afford to do the pivot one extra time because it's not doing any damage to us here. So I don't know why it's just going for Embargo against me with Dragonite though.
Oh, I ran right into it. God damn it.
Hey Cammy, hate to avoid is not great, but I think we're doing okay to play around it. Good to see you.
I'm sorry, did you say Desi?
Yeah, game as well.
Ah! I keep getting like jump and dash mixed up and grab. It's 2, 2, or 3 for a
I
while.
think what I'm gonna do,
What, please?
in case it goes for a Zen Headbutt. Okay, because I think it's out of Earthquakes now, and if it's out of Earthquakes, it should be going for Zen Headbutt here, but I don't really have a great switch into that, especially since Magneton's fucking frozen, especially one that also switches into Earthquake comfortably. So, Gardevoir's left, and Slowbro's left, neither of which do super well for Mamoswine, so I'm going to use Mamoswine's full health here as one extra pivot just to make sure it's actually out of Earthquakes. Okay, so it wasn't out of Earthquakes.
I think I figured out what I need to do though. Oh, my dash and press grab. Oh my god.
Okay, so now it should be out of Earthquakes. How much did that first one do? 60... 50... 56? Okay, so I should live a crit Earthquake, but I don't know if I live a crit Zen Headbutt. So now I'm gonna pivot back into Spiritomb.
I know it's hard. I'm trying to hold it like it's tiny little here, basically. I do the jump and the dash.
That's fine. It should be out of Earthquakes now, so I'm just gonna go for a Sucker Punch since it shouldn't be using Embargo again. Oh, unless it's just locked into Embargo at this point. Okay, that's fine. I could have gone for a Will-O-Wisp just to guarantee it's fine. Do I use this to heal now? Maybe, actually. Hold on. Okay, so I'm in a position now where Shadow Sneak is probably gonna kill. Actually, no. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna Shadow Sneak again because it's locked into Embargo for right now. And then this should trigger Will to heal on the Soul Rock, which is going to be better than him healing on the Lunatone, or healing on the other two members of his team. I believe each member of the Elite Four has 2 full restores. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to use his full restores, try to burn him with Will-O-Wisp if I can. Oh... Actually, a little awkward here. I need it to go for Embargo, otherwise I can't Will-O-Wisp. Although, wait, it's just gonna kill anyway. Okay. So if I go for Sucker Punch here, I'm locking myself into my best available move for the Gardevoir and the Slowbro? Question mark? Not really, because it has Reflect and Hypnosis. If I go for the Shadow Sneak, I just kill. If I go for the Will-O-Wisp and he embargoes me, I can still do my strategy. So I think I'm going to go for the Choice Banded Will-O-Wisp, even though that sounds kind of weird.
Oh, I did it! Woohoo!
Good job.
Oh my god, I thought I was going to hit it. We got it. Yeah, yes. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I was still so like...
Okay, so now I just stay in and spam Will-O-Wisp until Will heals again. Because I want to try to get a little bit more health on my Starmie. He should heal here. Maybe he heals on the next one. Hi, Wiz! Okay, so Will should heal here again, if my knowledge of the AI is correct. It's not. Okay. So that's a little awkward, because I thought it was going to heal again. Maybe he saves his heals and only uses one per mon, which is interesting. But that's okay. It's not great, but it is okay.
Oh, interesting.
Gardevoir comes in next.
I like that.
Gardevoir has Reflect, Hypnosis, Psychic, and Thunderbolt. So I think with that moveset, I should be able to pivot once through Magneton. I was kind of really planning on getting that Starmie heal, because now that Starmie's at half health, this is a little harder to deal with.
I absolutely understand. Honestly, there's somebody I follow on Twitter right now.
So I think it's going to be going for either Hypnosis or Thunderbolt. If it's Thunderbolt, obviously my best play is Mamoswine because that's immune, but on the off chance that it's Hypnosis or even potentially a Reflect, I think I'm going to pivot through Magnezone, which should bait a Reflect, which should allow me to at least get into... Okay. 58 down to 18, shit. Okay. So it might be going for a Psychic here. It might actually just be going for a Thunderbolt too, shit. Okay, so I'm gonna need Mamoswine to potentially take a Psychic here, which is not great. It did go for Thunderbolt, okay. So... Sucker Punch is an Oko, but it has way too many off. Okay, I gotta read that it's going for a Psychic here. It could be going for a Hypnosis here, I guess. What item are you? Your Choice Scarf. Can I just Earthquake this, actually? No. It should be going for Psychic, though, because it should see Psychic as a kill. Okay. Alright, I need to go for the Shadow Sneak here and live a Thunderbolt, I guess. Or dodge a Hypnosis. Okay. Unfortunate. Okay. So now I should be in a position where it's either Thunderbolting or Reflecting, which allows me to pivot back into Mamoswine and pick this off with an Earthquake. Just confirming for the millionth time, I am Scarfed, right? I am Choice Scarfed, okay. Which allows me to outspeed here, dodge the Psychic kill that it probably would have gone for. It would have actually probably been a roll, but it was a roll that was very much in Gardevoir's favor. So I needed to get that Shadow Sneak damage off to be able to actually kill there, because Earthquake wouldn't have killed.
There's just so many different things.
And then finally we have the Slowbro. This Slowbro has Amnesia, Surf, Flamethrower, and Psychic.
So... I think that's why maybe the energy is like just busy, kind of chaotic, is because...
all of which Starmie can at least switch into.
There's just so many different things, you know?
I think.
You're doing it so much for yourself. Oh yeah, you deserve it.
Go for a Recover.
We're just chatting now. My brain was like, that's not the right arm for that, right?
Okay, I was worried about that, but not very much I could actually do about it. I just need to start going for Thunderbolts and getting damage on this while I can. I think Will still has a heal for this, so this is definitely not over yet. But I at least resist all of the Slowbro's moves now, and I have Recover on Starmie. 114 down to 73. I think I need to recover here because I believe a surf crit kills.
Or, you know what I mean? That kind of stuff. So, definitely.
Okay. I'm not loving this slow bro just setting up all over me.
I do know this stuff. I do know that there's a lot of different stuff happening.
A para would be nice. Surf crit does 80, so as long as I stay above 80, I'm fine.
I know it sucks that it maybe feels weirder now.
I think I'm gonna try to get the damage in.
Fuck it, sponsor, please. I'll be amazing. Oh yeah, Baja Blast costume got here today. Gotta figure out where to do that. Do I do it like stream closest to Halloween?
I'm gonna recover because I believe he's out of heal range right now. I don't really have anything that I can like switch into this, unfortunately, though. I think I'm gonna go for a psychic because it's resisted and I could potentially get a speed F drop, which may allow me to dodge the heal range and kill with Thunderbolt. Big speed F drop. Okay. I'm gonna have to heal one more time to stay out of range of the surf crit. But I believe Thunderbolt might kill from there.
No, I pressed the wrong button. God damn it. That was correct though, I think.
I think I need to heal one more time just to be safe, unfortunately. I'm playing this pretty passively, but I also need to make sure I'm playing around crits. I could just pivot back and forth and stall out of psychics and stuff, but with it being paralyzed, I don't trust that. Because I could do all that pivoting and then just Dragon Knight's paralyzed and it's not worth it. So I think the play is to just go for the Thunderbolt roll here. It's +3 now instead of +4 because I got that psychic drop.
Oh, there's a strawberry underneath me? I don't think it's worth it.
Fuck! So close. Okay. So if Will has another heal, he's using it here, and I'm in an awkward spot, and he does. Okay.
It's like, I like it, but it's hard, you know?
So I need to heal again, because now surf range is a little awkward again.
Yes, I hope you have a great night.
I tried to bait that heal against the Soul Rock, but I guess the... maybe the Elite 4 AI, but just maybe the AI in general... only uses 1 heal per mon, which I actually didn't know was a thing. Okay, so new strategy here. I should have probably been keeping track of how many surfs it used. But I think I'm still kind of at the point where I just need to do Thunderbolt chip and then figure it out after I've run out of health if I need to. I'm getting low on recovers, which is a little awkward, but I'm gonna recover here because I believe a high roll crit does 86. It may do less than 80, but I'm gonna have to heal anyway, so...
Oops. Pressing the wrong fucking button, I can cry. Slowbug, when you're ready for a break, I guess let me know.
Okay. Once I kill this slow bro, I'll probably be good for a break.
No rush, just I'm ready when you are. I keep pressing the wrong button, so I'm taking a break might help me rush that a bit. Blah, 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 blah.
Ironically, thick fat on Mammo Swine would have actually been very clutch here. Because I would have just been able to switch in on one of these flamethrowers and pivot around until I could guarantee flamethrower and then just kill with Earthquake from here.
Oh, that's awesome! I love when you raid somebody new and it just goes like so
Okay,
well,
I need to heal.
That's really cool. I love
I think I might have enough HP to be able to do this.
I don't know. I've definitely like traded with people before where I mean this has only happened like once. But it was just like really weird.
I Thunderbolt, I recover, I Thunderbolt and kill. Or maybe I just kill here. Oh, Jesus Christ, that was a battle and a half. Yeah. We got screwed on RNG in that battle, but we got through it deathless, which I am super fucking proud of. That was a very hard battle. Thank you, everyone. I am very happy with that one. Oh, yeah, sorry. I have not explained the rules, but I'm going to get everyone up to 57 here. If I am correct, we can use this Kadabra to teleport between rooms. And room 2 should be Koga, room 3 should be Bruno, and room 4 should be Karen. We're going to go to room 3 first because I feel most confident in my Bruno strategy. So we have Dragon Dance, we have Wing Attack. We're going to set up to +6 on the Hitmontop because the Hitmontop can't really do anything to us. Item give. We will give you the choice specs in case I'm not able to complete the sweep with Dragonite for some reason. Basically means that it should either be spamming Sucker Punch or counter after the first turn, which should allow me to just set up your Dragonite's in the lead. Let's go, Bruno. Whew. Okay.
Oh, I dashed too far!
Elite Four member number 2. If we plan this right, this should just be a sweep. Intimidate means we start at -1, so we're going to need to set up 7 Dragon Dances here, but it's fine. Fake Out is not going to flinch here because we have Inner Focus, so we're back up to neutral with attack and +1 speed. If my knowledge of the AI is correct, it shouldn't be going for high jump kicks here, and it should just basically be spamming counter from here on out. So...
Background, Sal, you are amazing. Please take care of all of your posting and stuff. I totally get it. And just thank you so much for the raid.
Oh, it is going for high jump kick. Okay. It's doing 50? Okay. Alright. If it's going for a jump kick, that's fine. We just need to plan around that. Once I get down to 100, I need to heal, but we're just gonna keep going.
Oh my god, you are great. I hope you have a great rest of your day.
Okay. We're at +2.
Thank you so much.
It's because it's an upside down scowl myth.
Let's see if I can actually do this. Just like the right controls. Jump dash. There we go.
+3.
There we go. Here he is.
It's very odd that it went for high jump kick there, honestly.
Damn it, now I'm
Maybe because I was at full health.
at the bottom. You can't win. Where are you supposed to put your webcam? Okay. Last year the show.
Alright, +4.
It was like very low and rumbly and then just set off car alarms.
+5.
You certainly have an knack for wandering off, it says. It was tough, but I sorted everything.
Goes for the high jump kick again. 176 down to 137, so crit does 80. We're good. Okay. We just go for the final Dragon Dance. Actually, I need one more, I think. I think that's +6.
You must be here for your room. It's just on the elevator down the hall. Sure, what the heck? Show me the presidential stuff.
I'm just gonna go for the wing attack now. Honestly, this Hitmontop has gone for more high jump kicks than it was like supposed to, but even +5 kills from full, so.
What's the point of a car alarm if you don't like go out to check it?
You just like to pretend that it's there helping you.
Helpful, but like really not. Watch it be my car going off.
Hitmonlee has high jump kick, stone edge, earthquake, and blaze kick. It came in because it has stone edge, but we are +6 speed, so we have 1,000,000% outspeed. Hitmonlee has like 20 defense or something ridiculous like that, so it just drops. For some reason, both Hitmonlee and Hitmonchan have really shitty defense, but really good spadef, which is really weird. Honestly, I kind of wish one of them had good defense and one of them had good spadef, because it would help kind of set them apart a little bit more. But luckily for us, both of them really stuck with defense, so we could just kind of go for another wing attack here. Also, even if we were Marvel Scale Dragonite, the only thing that would have changed is we would have had to set up for one more turn because we wouldn't have gotten a Dragon Dance on turn 1. So it really wouldn't have changed anything if we had the other ability. Machamp is the only one that could potentially live unless we were +6, so that was the reason why we had to set up as far as we did. It may have seemed like overkill, but Machamp's actually fairly bulky and Wing Attack's not super strong. So I think we needed to be at least +5 to kill that if I remember my calc right. Alright, Hariyama's pretty bulky. I think we also needed to be +5 to kill this also. But like even if this lived, the most it can do is Thunder Punch us. Or Payback, I guess. We got a crit, that didn't matter.
No, it was so close!
And Dragonite, with the ultimate fucking flex, is gonna kill this Lucario, because Lucario takes neutral from this, but has really, really bad defense. It does an extreme speed. Look how fast you are, buddy. You did it.
No, I jumped right into it.
You did it. You got a hit off, Bruno. Yo, Glitch with the raid. How's it going, everyone? So Streamlabs is being weird, or Stream is being weird, and not like actually like alerting me of anything. But thank you. How's it going? Yeah. Weird, but thank you. How was your stream? What were you up to? I'm Sio. We are halfway through our Elite Four run right now, which is nice. Bruno's going. Bruno was by far the easiest though, so now we actually got a plan again. But thank you. What were you up to? I see SMW, but yeah. So honestly, the first battle should have actually gone about that fast also, but Magneton got frozen and that kind of fucked me up a little bit. Honestly, given how that battle ended up going, I'm kind of glad Magneton got frozen because it let me kind of show off the backup strats a little bit. Scarf Mamoswine does a lot this battle.
No.
Crobat's gonna be a little annoying.
If you don't know the specifics of every single stream of the road run, unbelievable.
But I think I'll be able to play around it.
Oh!
I heard that. Alright, Koga. I was like, where'd Koga go? Alright, so we are Choice Banded Dragonite because we need to be Choice Banded Dragonite in order to actually kill with Wing Attack here. It outspeeds. That's interesting. Okay. Do I have a backup plan or do I just stay out here for a bit? Do I need Dragonite for anything else in this fight? I must be a very slow Dragonite to not outspeed there. I think I can stay in and at least take one attack, but I may need to switch here. That does a lot. Okay. Yeah, that Venomoth being faster is super interesting. Sucker Punch is a 25% chance to OHKO. Shadow Sneak is a guaranteed to it KO. I think what I do is I pivot into Spiritomb on the Psychic.
No! I made it all the way over here without getting the last one. Are you kidding me?
And then I'm gonna need to...
Oh, I thought that was gonna be the one.
I'm gonna need to assume that it's trying to put me back to sleep here. It could be going for a Bug Buzz. But it says on my damage calc, Bug Buzz is only gonna do about 30%. So I think I just stay in and try to get the Shadow Sneak, because I need to be able to chip this with something else, even if Spiritomb falls asleep here. I wasn't really expecting Venomoth to outspeed Dragonite. I maybe should have leveled it up a little bit higher than that. Alright. Crit would have killed, that's rough. Okay, but luckily, he should be out of heal range and Shadow Sneak should just pick this off.
Good. Stacks, it's true.
I thought I got a low roll for a second, I got really scared. It looked like the health stopped like right before it. Alright. Dragonite's asleep, which is a little awkward. Weezing comes out. Weezing has Fire Blast, Protect, Toxic, and Thunder. Do have an Occa Berry on Magneton, so I think that might be my best shot here. Because then I would at least bait the Fire Blast again, and that would allow me to go into Starmie and try to set up a sub. Okay. I think that's my play here. Alright, Magneton.
Oh! Are you kidding me? I got
nice.
it and then lost it.
Perfect. That was also what I was trying to play around, because now it won't go for a Toxic. There's like 0 universe where it goes for a Thunder against me there, right? Okay. I like doubted it for half a second. But Fire Blast should actually be doing okay. That burn's a little awkward, but I do have leftovers at least, which should be countering the burn damage. I think it's worth it for... Is it worth it for me to sub or just Psychic this thing? Okay. I get a lot of momentum if I'm able to get a substitute off here on a Thunder Miss. So I think I'm gonna go for it here. Because it's a 30% chance for him to miss here.
Look at ya. I didn't see them.
Fucking huge. Okay. I'm just gonna go for the damage. It's a 68% chance to roll, so the roll is in my favor to kill here. But I didn't want to chance that and then take a Fat Thunder. Okay. So we are in a very good spot even though we're at half health because we're behind a substitute right now. Crobat coming in because it has X Scissor.
Up onto the wall that's right above my head and webcam.
Do I get the damage off on this and then kill with something else, but then have Starmie weakened, or do I take this opportunity to recover? I think recover is the right play here, because Crobat's going to X Scissor Brave Bird to pop this. So now I recover up to basically full. And it should be going for either another Brave Bird or an X Scissor here. Honestly, I'm kind of surprised it didn't go for X's for the first time. But that recover allows me to switch in Starmie a little bit easier later. And since Magneton is still at full health, I should be able to switch it in here pretty easily. I also still have my Aqua Berry, so if it does go for a Heat Wave, I should be able to take it. And honestly, with the chip, like very minor chip damage that it took here from Brave Bird Recoil, I think I should be able to do some pretty decent damage here with a Thunderbolt. Yo, Heat Wave missed. Let's go. Okay, I had the Aqua Berries, so I don't think I was even dying to a crit there. But I'm not even going to try to front and say that was huge. Nice, and we killed. Okay. So the 10% freeze in a previous battle making up with a 10% miss there, which is nice. Okay, so Toxicroak comes in because it has Cross Chop or Earthquake, which means that both of those are resisted by the Sleeping Dragonite here. So that's one Earthquake. I may need to stall this out of Earthquakes, actually. Good job. Alright, so I'm going to count Earthquakes here because I think I might need to stall Toxicroak out of Earthquakes in order to get a clean switch in. I need to keep track of Earthquakes. We got one.
You did! Hair spelled differently? Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. But all of a sudden
I also could work in Spiritomb pivots here, completely stall this out and get behind a sub for Starmie. I think that's the safest play. Alright, 3 Earthquakes.
Now it is hair instead of hair. Alright?
How much PP does Poison Jab have?
Ran right into it when I was trying to jump and dash. You do sound good.
It's interesting that it went for a Cross Chop there.
Oh, no. Instead of diagonal.
Why did it go for Cross Chop and not Earthquake? Okay, so it's still at 3 Earthquakes.
No jump. It's already possible. That's why I don't think it up.
Okay, so it's just going for Cross Chops and not Earthquakes now? It must see Earthquake and Cross Chop as a similar role, but because it is, I'm actually sort of gonna have to pivot my strategy here. So it should be going for Earthquake now, or Poison Jab, which Llamas can switch into, and I'm Scarfed. Scarfed Mammo kills Toxicroak, right? This thing unexpectedly going for a couple of cross shots here messed up my stalling strategy, which is okay, but I need to stop it before it gets too far. Okay. Choice Scarf Earthquake should do 126 with my attack at 165 and 163, but it's still gonna kill. Okay, so the only thing that's a little awkward here is if this goes for a cross chop against this Dragonite, seeing it as a kill, and I switch in Mamoswine here. So I think the safer play, actually, is to pivot through Spiritomb because Ghost resists poison. And then I would actually only bait Earthquake, which Mamoswine would be able to switch into here. I think that's safer than going hard Mamoswine, because if he does see Cross Chop as a higher roll here for some reason, and I switch in hard Mamoswine, I'm in a really awkward spot. I expected Poison Jab. I should be able to take one because it resists, but... Okay. So it should be going for Earthquake now because that's the only move that this can hit me with, right? Or Sucker Punch. So this is my opportunity to get my Scarf ammo in now. This is a neutral Earthquake, even if it crits, should be okay. That's definitely a crit though.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Okay, so now does Sucker Punch kill 28 to 34? But that's Jolly Life Orb. Okay. Doesn't use it anyway. Okay.
Yeah, they are.
Sucker Punch crit high roll might have killed Mamoswine there, but I couldn't really afford to pivot around at that point.
Speaking of password, good night, Crunch.
It's still better for me to switch into a crit Earthquake than it would have been to switch into a Cross Chop, though, so I think that was still the right pivot sequence, even if I got crit for it. I kill and outspeed here, right? Okay. Earthquake is a 68% chance to kill, and I don't know if I like those chances.
It looks really hard. How do you dash in the right direction for this?
He should be going for a waterfall here, right?
Or like to let me know that I am, you know? Mostly? Okay. It's just one of those things where like I don't want to waste.
Okay, so I think I pivot Starmie on the waterfall. If he Swords Dances, I just go for his Psychic and get the damage that I need to get. If he waterfalls like I expect, then I should be able to pivot into Magneton. And then 2-hit KO with Thunderbolt, I believe. But I think the pivot through Starmie is best first if I need to adjust the strategy. Okay. Tentacruel doesn't have great physical attacks, so this shouldn't do a ton, I don't think. Okay. I'm going to just take the 2-hit KO with Psychic, I think. This might even be a 1-hit KO, but Tentacruel has pretty great Spit F, so I wouldn't be surprised if this is a 2-hit KO. Okay, it's like barely a 2-hit KO also. In case it did for that Swords Dance, because Swords Dance into Poison Jab is the only thing that really fucks me over here. This puts me in a slightly awkward spot against this Muck at the end, but I at least killed the Tentacruel before it got a Swords Dance and started punching holes and shit.
Wait, that's just an emote, is it? Yeah, okay. Boom, remember that.
Okay, so this Muck has Substitute Focus Punch, Gunk Shot, and Rock Slide. So, predicting a Gunk Shot, because that's a lot of damage, I'm going to go into Magneton.
It's so hard.
If he reads this and goes for a Focus Punch, I'm going to be pissed, honestly. He could go for a sub, but I think he's going to try to kill with Gunk Shot because he sees the kill. Okay. We are now in a position where I could just spam Thunderbolt and kill, because his fighting coverage is Focus Punch, which needs to hit, or needs to have a focus turn. Which will actually happen here. Okay.
How are you supposed to do that? Oh my god, huge peed, but...
So he's used one Gunk Shot so far.
Now I know what OMG this room means, Mars. Now I know. Like, yo, this is really hard. No, it gets worse.
Gunk Shot has 5 PP, right? Okay, I can stall that out. That's fine. This is also why I gave Spiritomb leftovers, by the way, because I predicted this stalling situation was going to happen. He shouldn't be going for a focus punch against Spiritomb. A lot, because it's a weird move. Focus punch has 20, yeah. Okay. Get it out of the gunk shots, I think I could probably just stay in with Spiritomb and kind of keep chipping this thing away. Okay, so switching out here on this gunk shot, I think is the last gunk shot. I can afford to do this pivot one more time, so I'm just going to do it one more time just to count, just to make sure, because I don't want to take a crit poison gunk shot with Spiritomb and then be in a very awkward shot. I'm pretty sure that was the last gunk shot. But there's like literally no reason for me to not keep doing this switch right now, honestly. Like I could theoretically just do this switch stuff until Spiritomb's back up to full, but I'll just do it one more time just to make sure that he's actually at a gunk shot. Because if there was another gunk shot, this would be the last one. Okay, so he's going for rock slides now, so he's out of gunk shots. He has a ton of focus punches left, so I can't just stay in with Magneton like I was planning on doing, but Spiritomb should be able to take rock slides from this. And I can just keep going for Shadow Sneaks. Actually, what I could do here... Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go for a Sucker Punch to try to break the sub, and then Shadow Sneak to try to get him under the HP for staying behind the sub. Because he should be going for a Rock Slide right now.
To be told you were adorable?
How much is Rock Slide doing? 115 or 113 down to 76? Okay. So I should live a crit Rock Slide. I could go for a Willow and try to burn him, but I think the Shadow Sneak is better. Because if I could just prevent him from being behind the sub, I'm fine.
No way to spin it such that you remain adorable, but I am not, and I was Inky. Oh my god, you are precious. Sorry, but like, just prove your adorableness, Lee, and you can't take it back. No, take it back.
Okay, I think I die to a crit Rock Slide now.
No way. You remain adorable, but I am not.
So I think what I could do, he's not going to go for a Focus Punch. I could afford to pivot until I'm back up above 80 HP, because I don't think he can sub now. I think he's below 25. Oh, well now he can sub.
He was at 80 HP and I was like 80 HP. Ah! Oh, look at this roll. He's also adorable, right?
Okay, so I think the play now is to actually go for the Will-O-Wisp on this sub. Oh no, he's going for sub, never mind. Okay. So I have to use Sucker Punch to break the sub and then try to Willow.
It's not the place to come. You told you're not adorable.
I should have probably done that pivot one more time, honestly. Because I think a high roll crit here kills me.
We'll just keep piling
Okay.
on how adorable you are. Although, I mean...
But I think the Willow play here gets me more. Because if I could Willow this, even if it gets behind a sub, I should be able to switch in Starmie, recover up, and then kill this.
So much for 50 minutes on 10.
Yeah. He outspeeds, that's awkward. Okay, I was not expecting Spiritomb to get outsped there. If Starmie wasn't burned, I feel like it'd be fine here, because I feel like I would be able to just heal up on it. But I think what I can do, I think I can afford to pivot until Spiritomb's back out of crit range for Rock Slide. Pop this thing sub one more time, and then switch in Starmie as it goes for another sub. Recover as it goes for either a Focus Punch or a Rock Slide. I'm not really sure which one it would go for. And then I should be able to recover, stall this out. I need to do this pivot one more time after this. I should have been keeping track of Focus Punches. I didn't think it would really come down to potentially running out of Focus Punches here.
I think I'm getting Sio, how much longer are you trying?
I'm gonna need to be going for a little bit.
That's fine. I might just read you.
Okay.
This game just involves a lot of like thought as well.
Yeah, there's a lot of planning and stuff.
I wanted to make sure I didn't miss the last night, but I'm not sure.
I think I'm gonna do one more round of this pivot just to make sure I live a high roll crit Rock Slide on Spiritomb.
Oh, let's stop back.
I think I'll be okay after this round of pivoting, but I'm gonna do one more round just to get a little bit more HP out of it.
A very brain active game. It is. It is. But like I already had to miss Cuphead on Wednesday because I didn't have a controller.
Thank God for leftovers on Spiritomb. Leftovers on Spiritomb has proven to be... Yeah, I need to do one more round. Okay. I need to be at least above 80, I think. Okay, so it might actually just be out of Rock Slides now, and if it's out of Rock Slides, then I could just stay in with Spiritomb anyway. I think we're good now. Okay, unless he just hardcore outplayed me there and read that I was going to be switching and he needed to save a Rock Slide, I think we should be able to just Shadow Sneak now. I think he's locked into just using Substitute against me now.
First if needed, yes. Oh my god, no. If it wasn't checkpoint every room, I'd have such a hard time with it. The checkpoint every room makes it so much more accessible.
I guess we're about to see if he has an HP that's not divisible by 4. I mean, it like doesn't really matter because even if he does go down to 1 HP and then heals, I could just use another 8 Shadow Sneaks. Okay, so he was able to. If your HP isn't divisible by 4, you're able to use 4 substitutes and have 1 HP left. Otherwise, oh my god, Koga, come on! I'm not speeding up because I told myself I was not speeding up in the Elite Four, but that should be the second heal for Koga. Koga's just mad that I PP stalled him, so he's full restore stalling me now. Delaying the inevitable, right?
Okay, I think I might just be tired. That's okay.
I mean, you got pretty far. Good job.
Yeah, no, I did. I got through a lot of rooms. And,
Hey TK, how's it going? Good to see you. We are just about done with battle number 3 of our Elite Four run. We still have to beat Karen, who admittedly is the Elite Four member who I had the shakiest plan for. And then Lance, and then we just fully PP stalled this buck. That is ridiculous.
okay.
Can I Sucker Punch now that it's going for struggle? Nice. When have you ever seen Sucker Punch for struggle? Alright. Nice. Alright, Koga down. I'm pretty sure that was Koga's last one. Okay. Yeah, I have 2 more battles I gotta do, so. Alright, Koga down. Alright, Karen. You are arguably the scariest member of the Elite Four for this team because I'm relying a lot on Specs Lucario here, and admittedly this Lucario is not the best Lucario it could be. But you know what, Lucario? You've come in clutch so much in this playthrough that we're just going to go ahead and ride this as far as we can. We have a choice Specs, so we're going to go for Aura Sphere and not Vacuum Wave. It should be a guaranteed Oko, and I believe the Houndoom comes in next. I think I forgot to go Mystic Water on Starmie, which might mean I lose Starmie here. I think the play is to pivot Dragonite, get off an E-Speed, and then try to go Starmie and get a Surf off, and then if Starmie drops, I just kill with Mamoswine after. Oh, I'm doing all this calcing for nothing. Aura Sphere should be an Oko. So let's just kill you then? Oh, it just outspeeds. Okay, that's actually very surprising. That's a little awkward, but I think I can play around this. I wasn't really expecting that to outspeed, if I'm being honest, but I guess it is base 95 speed. But now I should be able to... I lost my Stone Edge switch in the next fight. Okay, so the next fight's going to be a little awkward now. Does Mamoswine kill here, or does Starmie? Not adamant. Let me just confirm real quick. Okay, so Choice Scarf Mamo should outspeed. And Choice Scarf Mamo, even with 0 attack, 0 EVs, and 158 is the stat, kills. Okay. I wasn't really expecting Houndoom to just straight up outspeed and kill there. But thankfully we have the Choice Scarf, so this should kill. Losing Lucario is a little awkward and means we're going to have to pivot around a little bit more in Lance. I could have played around that by pivoting Dragonite, but then I was worried about a Nasty Plot sweep. Which I guess I could have played around a little bit. Okay, I don't actually really have anything for the Spiritomb, honestly, and if it sets up a Nasty Plot, I am also kind of fucked. So I'm just gonna stay in and Earthquake this twice. Because I believe this should be a 2-hit KO still. Spiritomb's really good because it's neutral to everything, but it's also neutral to everything, so it sometimes just doesn't... There we go. If I switched out on that Nasty Plot, things got super awkward, so... I believe Karen's only going to use 1 full restore based on what we learned earlier in this, but I'm just going to kind of keep clicking Earthquake for now. I also need to figure out what I'm doing for Umbreon now, because Umbreon could potentially sweep me now. Umbreon's going to be an issue. Speaking of, okay. This has Dark Pulse, Double Team, Protect, and Toxic. I think I stay in, go for one Earthquake just to get damage, and then pivot into Magneton here. Do I need to save Earthquakes for anything else? Absol, maybe? Up to +1 with Dragonite. It's a roll to kill from here. If I get up to +2, I think I can just sweep. So let's go Dragonite on what I assume is either going to be a Protect or potentially a Dark Pulse. It should be a Protect though, based on the way I think this AI works. Double Team. Okay. Little awkward. But I think the play is just set up a Dragon Dance. I have a Lumberry, so I can at least dodge one Toxic. If I get up to +2, I just need to hit a Dragon Claw, and then I think I'm okay. And I need to get up to +2 specifically, so I can dodge Umbreon healing here. A Toxic miss right here would be pretty fucking big. Okay. It's probably going to try to Protect stall me here, but I just need to land a Dragon Claw, please. Thank God. I don't know why I didn't use Protect at all, but this should be an Oko from here. Crit, don't think it mattered. I don't really want to take a Sucker Punch with this, I don't think. So a Sucker Punch crit from Honchkrow could theoretically kill here. It's not going for Swagger. If it goes for a Brave Bird for some reason, I'm still able to take 2. So even though I'm +2, I think the correct play is to switch out here because I got my kill against Umbreon and that was the thing I needed to set up against specifically. Okay, that's fine. Question mark? I have a Lumberry, so I was able to dodge at least one of those Swaggers. I don't know why it went for a Swagger against me of all things. But we just go for a Thunderbolt and hope it doesn't go for another Swagger. We outspeed anyway. Okay. Shoutouts to Magneton being slightly faster than Magnezone. I don't see this living, right? Question mark. Okay. The last member of the team alive is Absol with Sucker Punch, Psycho Cut, Mega Horn, and Thunder Wave. Since I'm still in with this, I think I Thunderbolt, switch to Dragonite, and then pick this off with E-Speed, because if I go for E-Speed, I can't go for Sucker Punches. But I don't think E-Speed, like going hard into Dragonite here is the play, because I'm going to take too much toxic damage. We got a para. It went for a Thunder Wave against me. Okay. So she should be going for... She should be going for a full restore here. which should allow me to just go into Dragonite and click Dragon Claw twice, I think. I maybe want to stay in and do damage again, actually. Because I just want to be able to go into Dragonite and kill it with E-Speed. I don't want to take a ton of hits with it. Back-to-back Thunderbolt pairs. That's a 10% chance both times. I mean, I guess we stay in and maybe hope... Oh, Kevin got paralyzed. That's fine. Mega Horn's gonna do a decent amount of damage. But we, like, resist everything, so I think we're fine to stay in again. Mega Horn crit does 60, by the way. I mean, there's not really a reason to risk it at this point. I don't think I even need the E-Speed, but I haven't actually clicked E-Speed once, so let's just go ahead and click it. Okay. So we lost Lucario because I underestimated how fast the Houndoom was going to be, which I could have played around, but honestly I think that Houndoom was in a position to take a kill anyway. So I don't think I was getting out of that fight deathless. It remains to be seen if Lucario or Starmie was the correct sack there, because it was going to be one of them regardless. But now we have one battle until we are the champion of Johto and just get to do a victory lap around Kanto later. And this is the battle against Lance. We can potentially set up here if we are able to stall out the Gyarados. For those that didn't see it when I was prepping earlier, is Gyarados, Garchomp, Aerodactyl, Dragonite, Charizard, and another Dragonite. It's a pretty scary team, but I think if I'm able to stall Gyarados out of Stone Edge, I should be able to just set up to +2 with Dragonite, maybe even +3, and just do a lot of wall breaking. But I have to stall it out of Stone Edges first. Alright, Lance, let's fucking do this. Oh, full 4 restores? I'm not sure. If everything goes right, we won't need to see the full restores. Alright, Lance. Champion of Johto, let's go. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and pivot back and forth between Magneton and Dragonite here. This should allow us to stall it out of the 5 Stone Edges that this Gyarados has. So, count with me, chat. We got 1 Earthquake down, and this should be 1 Stone Edge down. How much is Stone Edge actually going to do to get this? Okay, so it does 30. 60 with a crit. I think we're okay, especially since we have leftovers equipped. So 1 each. This is where I would have liked to have had Lucario, because Lucario quad resists Stone Edge instead of only regular resisting it. But we put leftovers on this for this specific reason. Alright, so that's 2 and 2. A Stone Edge miss would also be really nice. It is 80% accurate. There we go. Okay. So that's 3 and 3. This will be 4 and 4. And then after this last pivot, it is out of Stone Edges after we pivot out of Dragonite again. How much is Aquatail going to do? Because it's resisted. Is that a crit? No, it's not. It just did 40. Okay. That's fine, but it does limit how much we're going to be able to set up. It doesn't actually matter that it didn't go for Earthquake there, as long as it just goes for its final Stone Edge right there. Okay. Should be out of Stone Edges now. There's the crit, but thankfully because Gyarados missed that other one, we had just enough HP with our leftovers to be able to live it. It could be random move and going for Aquatail again. Or Payback. I think I'm more scared of Payback at this point, but I think I can afford to go Dragonite here. I think I even still have Roost on this. I don't think I'll need it, but if I do need it. Actually, I think what I'm going to try to do, if I can, is I'm going to try to get a Will-O-Wisp off on this. Or at least just... I need to verify one more time that it's out of Stone Edges here, because this setup's pretty important. I should be able to take one Aquatail. I wasn't taking a crit though, apparently. I also didn't even level up to level 60, whoops. Okay. It might be going for Payback here because that's more neutral. Aquatail does more damage, but I think at that point it is random. Okay, now I'm gonna go for a Roost before I start setting up against this thing. But I think I should be okay now. How much is Payback actually doing without me hitting it? 140 down to 100. Oh yeah, we're fine. We're so good. Oh my god. Okay. So, I think we just go to +6 and just fucking sweep through Lance. What do you say, chat? I asked y'all, but I'm gonna do it anyway, so. I think I'm gonna play this extra safe, go for Dragon Dance, Dragon Dance, Dragon Dance, Roost. Because Payback is like base 50 if I don't attack this Gyarados first. That was not a crit. I'll Roost now just to play it extra safe. But I'm +2 now.
Wait, is Noblet in Sack?
So I saw that picture earlier and I was like, I think he is, because
Slipknot was playing today, so
I couldn't remember if Slipknot was yesterday or today.
well, it might have been yesterday, but they might have played again today. I don't know. Either way, I don't think they went somewhere else today. Did they?
I'm not sure. Payback's doing a little bit more than I expected it to.
Well, this looks like more.
Yeah, I'm a little confused why Payback's doing so much more damage now. This thing doesn't have like a metronome on it, does it? No. Okay, I think what I do is I Roost one more time, Dragon Dance one more time, and then just Wall Break. I don't know why Payback's doing so much damage, but I need to be careful here. Maybe it's just if it moves second, actually. I don't actually know if I can afford to set up anymore. To a level 56 Gyarados. Dragon Claw's a roll, so I do need to do one more. Okay. I should be out of range of a payback crit here. I need to get +3 to be able to guaranteed Oko this Gyarados. Just don't crit this, you son of a bitch. Okay. We're in business. Let's go. Alright. We are not risking any more shit. We're just going for the Dragon Claw now. +3 Dragon Claw with our EVs should be a guaranteed Oko here. Whew, that HP dropped slow. Alright, I wanted to get up to +6, but I wasn't able to. So now I need to run some calcs here and just check. Dragon Claw is still an Oko against this Aerodactyl. And I'm +2, so I outspeed. Honestly, that was actually pretty close for me outspeeding. Oh wait, I'm +3. Never mind. That's big. Let's put that in the calc to make sure. That's a pretty significant change. Okay, so here's the thing that I was worried about was his own Dragonite. I am +3, which means that it should do 112% min. Go, Bun, go! Claw everything!
I'm ready.
Alright, let's go! So, the level 60 Dragonite is now the last thing we gotta worry about, I think. I would like to see Garchomp come in next, if possible. Okay, no, he's just going the other Dragonite. Okay, a +3 Dragonite with my exact EV spread is a 93.8% chance to Oko. And I think if I somehow miss that roll, I can potentially clean up between Starmie and Mamoswine. So we just go for the Dragon Claw here. Just get this roll, please. There's one roll where this Dragonite lives. Thank God. No, you're good. Okay, Dragonite down. That was probably the biggest thing that we had to worry about still. Let me just do my victory lap of calcs real quick. Garchomp also dies to a Dragon Claw. Oh, yo, I think we did it. Lucario dropped, which is unfortunate because I theoretically could have played around that, I think. But having one Pokemon drop in this is honestly not that bad, I don't think. We were able to show off the power of Dragon Dance Dragonite in this and get a couple of sweeps with it. I guess I don't actually know if this kills Charizard. Oh, it does. Yo, +3 was perfect. +3 is like just enough damage for all of these to be able to kill. So thankfully I went for that +3 because +2 would have been like just shy of all of these. And with that, we have beaten the champion of Johto. We're officially at the halfway marker of this Nuzlocke, and we're the champion.
Nice. I'm so proud of you.
Thanks. Thanks for hanging out, everyone. Holy shit, that was intense. If y'all weren't here for it, this is the page of notes that I had just going into the battle here, with everything that I needed to do. Basically, the only thing that fucked me over was not putting Mystic Water on Starmie, because that meant that the Heat Wave switch that I thought I was going to have into a guaranteed Surf Oko was a roll that I no longer could hit at all, which meant that basically something had to drop because I didn't put that item on right. But all things considered, I would say that we did very well in that run. So let's just watch these whatever credits, I guess. I don't know if it's credits. Thanks, everyone. You're spared because Lance doesn't understand the true power of Honchkrow. It's true. Honestly, that Honchkrow going for his swagger also really messed me up on that one switch. Hey, yo, we did it. Okay, so as I mentioned, heading into the Lance battle, we're not done with this Nuzlocke. We still have another 8 badges to go because we got to go through Kanto. We are not doing that tonight because it is super late and I've already been streaming for about 4 hours. But honestly, pretty proud of all of those battles. I honestly, if I would have put Mystic Water on Starmie, I think that would have pretty much been a flawless Elite Four run. Especially since Magneton got frozen against Will. I was very, very nervous for how shit was going to go down at that point because that would have been ridiculous. No, we're on Pacific time. This is just about normally the time we wrap up for streams and stuff on the weekend. I had a full work.
Also, we have been socializing nonstop the past 3 days.
That's true.
I'm so tired.
We went from no socialization in any way, shape, or form to back-to-back nights of being out until like 10 or 11.
Yeah. And I can't even tell you the last time I did a mere 3-hour stream.
Yeah.
To show how tired I am.
Every member of this Elite Four run, by the way, was super fucking clutch. If we could give a full chat 07 salute to Lucario, because we would not have gotten through that run without Lucario's sacrifice. But feel free to drop 07, F, or sio-kedelic rip, whichever one you want to do. But we are the champion. Nice. Okay. That game time is incorrect because the save file actually got wiped after I got my 8th badge. So I had to rebuild the save file from scratch and rebuild like every encounter that I had and stuff. But thankfully we were able to get back through. Thank you for the G's. Thank you for the rips, everyone. Save this shit. Let's go find a raid. I'm exhausted. Whatever energy I had is now completely gone because turns out stressful Elite Four battles where you aren't able to heal in the middle of it are hard. Oh yeah, we do get credits. Nice. Alright, so this is the any percent of the Storm Silver Hardcore Nuzlocke. So we did at least get through the champion, but we are not done yet because we have all of Kanto to get through and the red battle. For those that haven't seen the second half of the Storm Silver Nuzlocke, it's almost kind of like a boss rush almost, where you kind of just like blast through Kanto with like almost like back-to-back gym leader battles almost. And you can kind of see it with the level cap. Like all of the gym leaders are like really close level together except for the last couple ones. So I will be back on stream tomorrow, but I'll probably be trying to finish off Pikmin tomorrow. I'll probably be streaming Storm Silver again probably next Friday, honestly. Are there a reasonable amount of new... Yeah, there's it basically, Kanto is an entire other game's worth of encounters. I've looked ahead a little bit, because at this point, obviously, I'm not live or anything, or not blind to everything. Look at the little Fampy dance. Look at him go. He's so cute. I love Fampy. Look at him go. I might want that as a little alert. That's a cute little dance. But yeah, there's an entire other game's worth of routes, basically, over in Kanto, because they kept all of the routes from Gen 1. So I've looked ahead to other people's playthroughs and stuff, just to kind of see what it's like. And it's basically like an entire other box worth of stuff to move around in. And I still have, especially since we only lost one Pokemon and nothing over-leveled, we have basically a full box worth of encounters already to work with going into Kanto. So I think we're in pretty good shape. I'm always cautious to say we're in a good spot, because anytime you get like comfy in a Nuzlocke is the second shit starts going wrong. But we do have a lot of encounters available for us. We still have a pretty good amount of encounters in our box. We still actually have a lot of TMs also. I still, like, for example, have my Earthquake TM. I still have my Toxic TM. We got through that Elite Four run, I think, only having to teach over... I don't even actually think we taught over anything we can't relearn, because I almost had to teach over Psychic for Starmie, but I'm glad that I didn't do that. Starmie didn't even end up hitting the fucking field. So while these credits are rolling, I'm gonna go ahead and try to find us a raid target. But yeah, we will probably be back with starting Kanto for Storm Silver next Friday's stream. So at about the same time we started tonight, just next week.